Hey, we want to welcome you to the very first ever Coaches Wives Corner. And this is where we're going to take coaches' wives and interview them, and just so that you know that they go through the same struggles that you and I do as coaches' wives as well. And so I can't be more excited about who our very first one is. Chris Grant. Chris, first of all, tell us a little bit about you and your family and the coaching world.
Okay, well, my husband is a basketball coach. He started out in high school basketball, progressed to college, and now he has been offered a position with the Thunder. And this is our second year. We've been married over 20 years. We have 4 wonderful children, ages 20, 16, 15, and my youngest is 11. And we're just enjoying Oklahoma and getting to know the people and just getting plugged in. So I'm very thankful that Sarah has invited me to join her.
One of the reasons why I chose Chris, there's no lady out there that I have met that is as much as a servant to her family and to her husband as Chris. I remember we were at a party together one time, and you got your husband's plate for you or for him, and I was sitting there, and my husband was like, why are you not getting my food? And I was like, I will give Chris a hard time for making me look bad as a wife.
But I think that's more of a Southern thing.
That's a Southern thing. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask Chris a couple of questions, just real brief, and then we're going to get a little bit deeper and hoping that her story encourages you and yours as a coach's wife today. So, you ready to get started? Okay, here we go. All right, mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favorite movie?
Love and basketball.
Restaurant?
Oh, my favorite restaurant. Oh, wow. I would have to say Sushi Bar. We love
Okay.
sushi.
Okay. If you could follow anyone around for a day, who would it be?
Living?
Yes.
They have to be alive, right? Anyone for a day. Wow. Michelle Obama.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Vacation. Your favorite vacation memory?
Favorite vacation memory? I would have to say taking my kids to Wyoming
Okay.
and seeing mountains for the first time. Did a little hiking, so that was fun.
Okay, awesome. Okay, what do you do for me time? You've got 4 kids. Your husband's an NBA coach. What do you do for me time?
Well, I have to say I enjoy working out, running, exercising.
She's a beast, by the way.
Well,
I've seen her.
But I think that for me helps clear my head and just help me to stay grounded. So
Okay.
I have to say working out.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, your favorite thing about being a coach's wife?
Wow, favorite thing, I would have to say about high school and college level was just being able to connect with the players, sort of mentor them on some level and sort of be the mom away from home, for them, and building relationships with the players and the other wives.
That is awesome. That's one thing you talked about, where you're relational. You're very relational in your family, as a coach's wife, with other coaches' wives I've seen you. You're a very relational person, and I think that's why we connect so much, which I love. Okay, question is, why Jesus?
For me, I think Jesus represents hope. And I think in so many instances, especially in this profession, you can oftentimes feel hopeless with how the season's going, or with how maybe it impacts the relationship between the husband and the children. So I think Jesus represents hope and the possibility of things getting better. He
Right.
gives us an option,
Right.
ways for us to stay connected, ways for us to, stay connected to Him. And through Him, I've learned, through this journey, that as long as I'm staying connected with Him in some way, shape, or fashion, things aren't as hopeless and things aren't as bad. So, yeah, I would have to say Jesus represents
Well,
hope.
when you talk about that and hope, I love that because as coaches' wives, we can look at a game or the season and feel helpless.
Yes.
But feeling helpless is not the same as being hopeless because of Christ, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. Okay. How does your faith impact you as a coaching family?
I think it impacts our family because it really shows how through Christ how He wants us to interact with each other. As you mentioned earlier, I like to serve, so Christ helps me to see how I can better serve my family and kind of represent to them how we're to live on a small scale, with the family, and then translate that out into the team, and then out into the community. So I think it just kind of reinforces how we're supposed to live in relationship with each other.
Nice. Okay, you've got coaches' wives who are watching this, who may be going through tough times, a tough season. What is your greatest advice to coaches' wives?
Oh, wow. My greatest advice would have to be just put your husband and your marriage, after your relationship with Christ, of course, put your marriage and your relationship with your husband first, because there's so many things that can pull away at you and sort of make you feel disconnected. So be intentional about your relationship and spending that time and sharing your thoughts and your feelings, no matter how small. Because I think for coaches, if you're married to a coach, he's more than likely a workaholic, and they tend to put a lot of time into their profession, which is great. It's just part of the reason why I married my husband. But I think as women, we are called to be the stabilizer in the family and keep them grounded. And I can't really say balance because I don't know if there's ever a balance, because balance means equal. But I think on some level we have a responsibility to just help them keep things in perspective. And make sure that the relationship between husband and wife is okay.
One thing that I love about this, and I heard you say over and over, is relationships and service. If we can have a relationship with Jesus, if we can have a relationship with our family, if we can serve our family because of out of service for Jesus, then we've got a good deal going on as coaching families. Hopefully this is an encouragement to you. We would love to hear your questions. If you have any for Chris or for myself, we would love to hear your feedback or any questions. Until the next time, we hope you guys have a great day.